Hey guys, Chuck here. Sorry about the live stream. For some reason, the encoder is not working on my laptop, so we'll see how long it takes everybody to click over to the new live stream. I don't know why I'm having problems with the syncing everything, but anyway, I got it worked out. I can see the chat on my computer, but not on my phone. But I can see me on my phone. So anyway. Yeah, the temperature is pretty good right now, but it's so damn hot in the afternoon in Thailand. Me and Paige were going to go walk in the market this morning and show you guys. Today is Saturday, so it's going to be crazy here this time, but I wanted to show you what it's like when it's busy before it got too hot. So I decided to do a live stream instead, and then after that we'll start the video. You see me, John says, you see me on my phone also. Me too. I don't know why I can't see the comments on my phone. It's okay. I'm not going to mess with anything. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Let me turn my volume down. So hello, everybody. I can't say hi to everybody. There's so many people popping up on the screen. We're not going anywhere yet for another couple of, well, I say a couple weeks, at least a week and a half. Our next trip is going to be down to Prachuap area, Cha'am, Hua Hin, maybe Ranong, Myanmar, stuff like that. But I've got to wait till I'm going to do my 90-day check-in online this year and see how that turns out. I can do that in another 2 weeks. I'll attempt to do that, and if it works, I'll show you guys how to do the online 90-day online check-in instead of having to worry about, you know, doing border runs or actually going to immigration. We'll see how that works. And then I got to get my driver's license renewed. My first driver's license was 2 years, and the second one is 5 years. So I got to go see how that process is going to take. But the town is really full right now, and it's difficult for me to even get on the moped. But I went 2 days ago. I did a road trip to Nakhon Phanom. I'm in the process of editing the video right now. Went down there to get some. I'm having my tattoo redone because the color that the guy used was not good. So I'm having to suffer through another 20-something hour redo. It's not fun. Anyway, Steph, let me get to some questions here, guys. That's all I wanted to tell you about what's coming up. We're headed back to the ocean in a couple of weeks once I take care of a few technicalities, and then the slow season's going to start, so that's the best time for me and Paige to get out and really show you guys Thailand without the big crowds. And you can decide if you want to come in the rainy season or not. I love the rainy season because it only rains a little bit. Prices are usually half price, but the best thing for me is the crowd. The crowd's not there. Okay, I'm just going to start from the end, and if you guys have some questions, I'll try to get to them. Hey, Jimmy, how are you? Jimmy lives in Udon. I did an interview with Jimmy talking about how you don't have to, you can live in Thailand and be picky at the same time. It's in my interview list. Mark, sorry about my friend, no problem. We all knew it was coming. It was in, he had been sick for about a year, so everything's good. Thank you very much for all the wishes, guys, on Pitoni. The weather is hot. In the morning, the temperature's still pretty good, but it gets close to 35 to 40 in the afternoons. How's the schnoz? My nose is perfect. I can smell everything better now, and Pala still stinks, but worse. The slow season, Christopher, starts mainly in the hot months, March, April. We've got to be back here for a Songkran, which is usually in the middle of April. Greetings, John from Chinook, from Chawchak. Hello, Mimi. Nice shirt. Yeah, this is one of the shirts that I bought on our trip. It's very, it's like not wearing a shirt, but it keeps me from having to wear sunscreen. You know, I bought a bunch of sunscreen from the US and brought it back, and some people have sent me some, but here lately I've been kind of having an allergic reaction to it, especially under my neck. I've been getting bumps, so I'm trying not to wear it that much. I haven't really figured it out yet, but if you got sensitive skin, you don't want to get a sunburn, so I've been having to cover up. Have I learned to Celsius yet? Yes. In the military, we used metric a lot too, but yeah, I know it's Celsius. I just don't say stuff in degrees. People always ask me, what is that in degrees, or what is that in miles? And I don't know. Ask Google. Hello, David. How are you? Did you ever shave that beard? Leo's outside talking to her mom, baby Leo, Pookie, Paige. I'm sure she'll pop in here and aggravate me any minute now. Have you been to Nakhon Soya? I don't know, Harold. There's a lot of places that we've been that I can't remember the damn names of it. The humidity is bad, Briar, in Thailand, everywhere. Very humid. I've never sweat so much in my life. Oh, in Bangkok. I don't know. I'd have to ask Paige. I'm sure we have. We've been to a lot of places in Bangkok prior to moving to Thailand. Hello, Anthony. Hey. Martin asked if I was... I was wondering if you were always curious about things when you were a kid. Yeah, definitely. That's why I became a mechanic. I was so curious about everything. If I couldn't fix something, I broke it. I'm still kind of like that now, unfortunately. Yeah, I have a redneck. Definitely a redneck, Sax. I should eat some bala. I do, unfortunately, almost every day because they always hide it in the food, but to eat it raw, yeah, or not raw, but just bala, no. Mary, hello, how are you? Outboard. When I get asked what temp it is in Fahrenheit, I tell them to double it and add 32 and let them figure it out. Thomas, don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, thank you very much. Always the likes help on people's channel. You know, any interaction, whether it's a comment, a like, a dislike, preferably not a dislike, but, you know, interactions with the channel help me. I've answered a lot of questions this morning online. I usually get quite a bit, and sometimes I get really far behind. I apologize, but a lot of people say, oh, you've got too many advertising on your YouTube channel, but it's not me. Even if your channel is not monetized, YouTube is going to put videos. I have some music on some of mine that I can't monetize the video, so the whatever monetization goes to the owner of the copyright song, even though I've chosen not to monetize the video. But YouTube doesn't charge me to upload videos, and YouTube doesn't charge you to watch. So they put all these commercials at will on your channel. I can't control that. Some guy goes, I don't know why you're putting political advertising on. I thought that was funny. I get commercials that are only in Thai on mine because I live in Thailand. So I have no control over that. But unlike regular TV, you can skip through probably 90%. So I don't know, I can apologize for that, but it wouldn't do me no good. It's a free thing for you to watch on the internet, which is pretty cool, I think. But yeah, if your channel is monetized, then YouTube actually gives me a percentage of what YouTube collects for revenue so that they can continue to share millions of videos a day. Lenny, Soy Mafia's outside. I'll see if I can carry the phone. Hey, my mother is here. How about that? Thanks, Mom. Somebody send a super chat. Me. John Salvador, by the way, love the recent Isan videos. Thank you. I try not to, that's all that's happening right now is this festival. I'm trying not to burn up the internet with festival, because it gets old and I get bored with it myself. So I haven't done too many, but you'll be getting one here pretty soon of the chaos. But I try to at least give some kind of information or entertainment, which is, there's always something entertaining to see in the festival. Graham Cameron, YouTube makes $32 per viewer in the United States. I don't know that. I'm sure I don't know. Mitch, how are you? When the ads play, I just mute them and pretend to be working. Thanks. Hey, Monty. Hey, Monty from Arizona, Marty from Singapore. Singapore is on our list eventually. Are we thinking of going to the Golden Triangle, Mimi? I don't know. We may be doing a trip to New Zealand here pretty soon. I'll let you guys know if we are. I have a friend, no, you guys have seen her on my videos. She's gonna go possibly work there for 3 months, so we may go a month with her and travel around in a like a small van style motor home and travel New Zealand. That would be really cool. So I don't know, I'll let you know. I'm looking down at my computer and looking at you at the same time, so sorry. A Scotsman in Asia, cool. Chuck, would you ever go vegan like my mom? My mom's not vegan. My mom eats healthy food. She's listening right now, but I have a son who's a vegan. But no, it's not for me. The main reason why is because it's too inconvenient for me. I try to eat healthy as much as possible and exercise and have a good balance, but I can't travel the world and be particular about the things that I eat. It would be very difficult for me. And Paige, no, she's not going to do it. So I would have to prepare my own meals, and it would be, it's not easy. I always try to do what's easy. Hey, Robert, how are you? Everything is great. I've got a lot of questions coming up, guys. Sorry. If I skip you, I do apologize. Brian, do you have lots of subscribers stop by? Yes, I showed that in a couple of videos ago. I think it's come up yet. I have so many videos I haven't posted yet, but I do have, I had 2 stop by yesterday, which is cool. I love to talk to people. Hey, Dano from Nebraska. Been there. In Nebraska, there's only fireworks stands and potato crops. A Scotsman in Asia. I really like the channel. I click the ads to help the creator. Thank you very much. Invictus, I use ad blockers so there are no ads. Yes, you can do that too. It doesn't help me, but it helps you. So it really doesn't matter to me. Thomas, how are you? I see all the questions and comments you get. That would drive me nuts trying to read all of them. Now, what else do I have to do, right? You should see the ones that go in my, anytime you guys put a comment with a link attached to it, it automatically goes into a filtered list. YouTube won't publish it until I view it to make sure it's something that I want to put on my channel. So I have a huge list of stuff that I have to view, and they also monetize it with any kind of profanity or anything. So it goes in another list, and I have to look at that crap. But that filtered list helps me get rid of those people so you guys don't have to deal with those attention seekers is what I call them. Hey Marcus from Korat, how are you? I answered a question, good, thank you. Thank you for asking. Jay McConnell, B, just got to Chiang Mai about an hour ago, cool. Thanks for getting to Chiang Mai and just instantly watching my video. there's a lot of things to do than watch me. Oh, I really want to go to New Zealand. I've really heard a lot of good things about it. Hey Robert, thanks for I like this shirt too. I bought a bunch of these. This is a good shirt to have in Thailand. You can buy them anywhere. They're pretty much almost see-through. Hey Danik. Okay, I'm gonna have to skip down to the bottom of the list. I think I blah too much. Briar, yeah, I went on a bike ride. You'll be seeing the video of that possibly tomorrow. Burger, Fapsto, Sam Pepper. Cool, okay. Going to Pattaya in October, can't wait. I hope you go to other places than Pattaya. Dev Set, New Zealand is beautiful. Steve, can you get UFC Fight Pass there? I don't know, but I can watch every UFC event for free on Channel 8 in Thailand. So any event live, we can watch it here. But I don't know if you like Fight Pass on the internet stuff, you probably have to subscribe to that. But whatever comes on, whatever they put here on Channel 8, we're able to watch. And they post every whatever UFC event. Not the little ones, but the main events. Sandy, greetings from Australia. Coming back to Thailand in April. Love watching your videos. What is your favorite place in Thailand? I still love Koh Chang. Koh Chang so far is my favorite place to go. The island has a lot of stuff to do on the island. And definitely will be going back here. That's a place where me and Paige probably going to camp out for a few months eventually, if I can peel her away from her mom more than. Dimitri, hey Chuck, always live your content. It always winds me down after a long day at work. On my way to Thailand this November, it would be a treat to bump into you. If you guys see me, stop and say hello. Yeah, it's no problem. A lot of times we're walking and they recognize us and they say, hey, but they don't come to us. And I get it, I understand too, but yeah, just come say hi for at least a minute. If you don't want to be on the video, then just tell me. George from Hialeah, how are you? Yes, Hialeah is where my family in Florida, well, my dad lives in Hialeah. I think West 34th Street, I'm not really sure. But he's head of security down in the Fontainebleau Hotel in South Beach, Hialeah. Yes, the Balloon Festival is up north, Chiang Rai, I think, Mitch. John says breaking up a bit. Are you guys having a problem with me? Sometimes it's your internet connection and you have to refresh, but it's very possible here. Thailand has awesome internet, but the company that my father-in-law chose, he's had forever, and it's not the best, and I can't convince him to change it quite yet. But okay, it's breaking up. I apologize. Try to refresh your server, because sometimes it could be, if some guys are saying it's okay but yours isn't, it could be your internet connection on your end. Just saying, possibly. Okay, everybody's saying it's okay now. So, but yeah, it's live, so you know it's a video stream. Trent, you have to hook me up with one of those tuk-tuks. Yeah, you know, there's plenty of Falangs that have come here and bought tuk-tuks from my father-in-law. A couple of them had them shipped to the States. They just buy them here, and you can put it in a container and have it shipped to wherever you want to. But right now he's busy. When he's not busy, if you wanted one, it would take him a month to make it. Peter says the Thai bot is very strong right now. I think the Thai bot well, it all depends on the outcome of the elections pretty soon, I think. But it doesn't get too, everybody hopes that, because ours isn't getting much better wherever we're from. I know the dollar's right now. Ralph said, where can I find the song in your intro? I have a lot of people that ask me about that and about location, address, about stuff. I know if you watch my videos on TV, you can't scroll down and read the description box, but it's an endless conversation for me on the chat about where to find it. But to my homepage, you'll see it in the box in the About section, and every description box of the video, the name of the intro song, and along with some location. Where can we find Paige's laughter in your intro? I actually got that out of a video, so I don't remember which video it was. It was a video where we were doing something in here, and she had bought a bunch of lipstick for the women, and she put some on and was trying to put lipstick on my face, annoying me like she always does. Peter, the live stream will stay on the internet and you can watch it. I try not to drag it out over 60 minutes. Lindsay, hello from Geelong. Lived in Sonka near Surin for 5 years. Great place. Surin's an awesome place too. Yes, been there. If you guys want to watch videos on my channel, you know, you can go, and I always explain this, but if you go to the About, no, if you go to my homepage and just click the little magnifying glass icon, you can type in like Surin and see videos that we had made in that area, if that's where you're from. I tried to get rid of that intro, Larry, a couple times because I get bored with it too, but it's so easy for me to use that intro now. I don't have to keep creating new ones, but I think it's stuck with the channel. There's very few people that dislike it. Some people have said that it degrades Paige. That's funny. I had a couple people say that. Tom asked about Klaus. Klaus said he's going to try to make it back up here before he goes back to Sweden in April, but we're supposed to meet him in Pratua. Klaus goes back to, that's another thing about immigration stuff, is that Klaus goes back to his home country every year, and then when he's ready to come back, he gets his 1-year visa in Sweden and then comes back, so he doesn't have to deal with the Thai immigration with the money and all that stuff. He just gets it in his home country and then comes back here. But you still have to check in every 90 days. Breyer asked about what happened to the Viking. Bent is his name. He's in Pattaya. He's been there for a few months now. He went on a trip, and I think he's in a relationship with somebody, so I don't know. His things are still here in Top Phnom. Sinister, hey, yes, long time no here. Been too busy to do live streams, but hey, I'm here now. Mark, good morning, how are you? Marin from Sydney. I know I promised you guys a trip to Australia this year, I don't know yet. We'll see. It's still a thought. John says he likes the intro. However, the intro volume is much louder than the rest of the video. I have to lower it. Yes, you're right. I try to lower it in the editing process. Sometimes depending on the camera that I use, my volume's not up. I don't know. It's difficult to edit sometimes. You ought to give it a try, but hey, it's not perfect. If it was perfect, it wouldn't be no time to be sad. But I'll work on that. Maybe I'll try to go into my editing and lower the volume. I don't know. I'll try to help you out if I can remember. Any word of the day today? I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'm glad you guys are enjoying that. I was trying to do that a while back, but I got a lot of static from how I was spelling the word in English. I haven't yet. It becomes annoying. You know, the word is a Thai word and it's actually spelt in Thai. So the only way we can spell it as English is how we hear it. So a lot of, like in Europe, you guys spell things differently in Europe. Most of the people viewing today are from the States, but in Europe, they spell things differently. So when I spell it in English, how I hear it, so I can remember it, they would say, oh, you're spelling it wrong. I'm like, really? It's a damn Thai word. How am I supposed to spell it in English when it's not an English written word? But it becomes frustrating, but it's been working out pretty good. And the reason why I like doing it is because, you know, Thai people are so amazed that you can say hello, you know, because they think we're all like, I don't know, they think we just don't know anything. And when you can say a few things in Thai, the expression of respect on their face by you doing that is amazing. It's worth it to do that. But you make us all look good when you can respect Thai people and say a few things in their language. It helps us all out. So, Gold Prospector, watching you from my TV and the iPad. Oh, cool. Double viewing. Bill, how are the Thai chicken wings compared to the American chicken wings? That's a good question because we make a batter that we use our seasoning, salts and stuff here, but they use very little seasoning in the batter here for anything, but they always have a dipping sauce. So I tried to make some Cajun style chicken wings and they were saying, it's too salty, it's too salty. I'm like, what? You guys eat pala and you eat fish sauce, which is salty as hell. So anyway, they don't put it in the batter, you have a dipping sauce. But everything else is cooked with it, so whatever. But it's still good here. Word of the day is best. Best. I think best is like tea-suit. I don't know, I'll have to ask Paige. I think tea-suit is best, I think. Hey Chris, I'm good. John says word of the day is, he wrote it in Thai here, konto, kanto. I can't see now. Is that my Hanukkah? Kanto. I don't know if you spelt it right or I said it wrong. WJ, Swati Kap, how are you? Yes, I ate my Cowpx Sen already. You wrote it in English, I can understand that. Gin Kao Luya, Gin Kao, you're supposed to say Gin Kao Luyang, not Gin Kao Lu Mai, say Gin Kao Luyang, same thing, have you eaten lunch yet? But depending on where you're from, that might be how they say it there. But Mark, yes, that's true, Chuck, especially in Isan, if you can say a few words, local faces are so happy to see someone trying to speak their language. And I found that to be true all over the world too. I know a couple of Chinese words and they get ecstatic when you can say a couple of Chinese words. Hello, Dean from Raleigh, North Carolina. How is the weather in the U.S., guys? You guys are getting beat up by snow, and I'm actually sweating right now. It's beautiful to see it on TV. Zach says, when am I getting a new road bike? I'm not sure. I could get one right now if I wanted to. Don't play into the page hysteria of I can't buy that. It's my damn money, right? But I have to make life easy. But I'm pretty happy with my bike now that it's fixed. So I don't know, when you buy something new, you got to get used to it again. But maybe, I'm not sure, maybe in the next year or two, I'm going to get probably a carbon fiber bike. Seattle's got 20 plus inches of snow in the last 10 days. Wow, I bet that's exciting to drive in. Richard says the weather in the U.S. is bipolar. Yes. And Houston and Texas, we were always, the weather changes day to day. It's crazy in that area. Scott says, have me and Paige ever been to Nakhon Nayok? We've been there, nice waterfalls. If it's up north, I'm not sure, probably not. We've been to so many waterfalls in the U.S. before we came here, but we always seem to be attracted to the ocean. Seattle got pretty hit hard with snow. They can't even drive in it. Well, in Houston, we get a little bit of snowflakes, and they can't drive in that. Rain in California. Weather's good in Dallas. Well, it's either good or you're just a positive person and you can deal with whatever weather's there. So I don't know, is it snowing there? 18 degrees in Sarasota, Florida. Yeah, it does get cold up in Florida. Thomas, from Houston, you should be used to the heat. I would say Thailand is more like, really it's like Belize, Mexico, or the Yucatan. It's very similar to Thailand, but South Florida is very humid and hot. It's as far as living in the States, I think South Florida is the closest to the climate here in Thailand. Victory lap. Weather dealing with ice dam roof leaks. Dealing with ice dam roof leaks. 50 degrees Fahrenheit outside Chicago 2 weeks ago. Still single digit dips. Yeah, that's horrible. I lived in Chicago for a little while in Hoffman Estates and in Schiller Park. I was there in 1978 when they had the worst blizzard ever. And I was there in 80 when they had their worst freeze ever. So I decided never to give people in Chicago a break and never live there again. Let's see, Johnny boy, test. You're okay. In Texas, 70 degrees this morning, Tim. Good. 45 at night. That's pretty good, I think. No air conditioning, the windows open. Yeah, Paula says, did you get smoke where you're living? Chiang Mai, it's just started smoky season here. We have a lot of wind here, so it's not really bad. When you live in a valley like you are in Chiang Mai, you don't have a lot of wind that can drive that smoke out. But, guys, most of that stuff comes from outside of the country, from Laos, down in Cambodia. They do burn here, but if you try to stop them here, which they never seem to be able to do, it's still going to come from the neighboring countries. It's just something you got to deal with. If I lived in Chiang Mai, I would have to burn out of there and go live somewhere else for a few months. I'm going to drop down and skip a bunch, guys, and I apologize. Steven, if you buy a carbon bike, go for a good make, not a Chinese no name. Yeah, I'm really deciding. The one I was showing you guys before is a Chinese bike, but it really looks good. And you know, all the gear set and everything is still Shimano. It's really just the frame that comes from China, but I have to say most of the stuff comes from Taiwan anyway, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to get yet. The price difference is extremely wide when it comes to name brand bikes, but I haven't really done the research quite yet, and I'm not the type of person to keep something forever anyway, unfortunately. So Mark, thanks again to Paige and family for making me and my wife welcome the other day and helped to. Oh, I missed you, didn't I? You know, I left you a message. I actually went to I was going to try to get on the boat and have dinner with you guys, but you were pulling away as I got there. But I had my bike and I really didn't know where I was going to put it because my hotel wasn't close. Yeah. Anyway, hope to meet you again. I hope you enjoyed Nakhon Phanom. John says, wait, what tattoo? Did you get a new one? No, I'll show it to you guys on a video. It's not done yet, but it really looks very cool, like almost 3D now. I just having it redone with better color because the guy didn't use very good color and it already is fading after a couple of months. Yes, I'm wearing my tie shirt today. Bill Miller, how many miles do you ride a day on the average? Well, I'm not able to ride during the festival time, but I just did. I went to Nakhon Phanom, which is 55 miles 2 days ago, and 55 kilometers 2 days ago, and then another 15 kilometers to the bridge, 15 back, got my tattoo, and then 55 back. So I try to do 300 kilometers a week on the bike. My goal is to try to hit 300, whether it's riding around the 10 provinces. You'll have to ask Google the difference. You guys really need to know that if you're coming to Thailand or visiting Thailand, you need to know the exchange rate and you got to know the conversion of the metric system. Okay, Mark, we'll see you next time. I'm glad you got to see Mafia. Hey, trust ya. Yes, we're live. You know, what's funny is a lot of times people watch it after it says live, but it still says live on YouTube. So they're like, hey, what's up? Glad to see you. Like I'm supposed to, like it's a live stream happened, but was done like yesterday. That's always funny to see. Did you guys get the notification? I know I put it late. There's Paige. Did you guys get the notification that I was going to have a video? Paige, your shirt's backwards.
No, it's backward.
I'm backward. What are you drinking? Tea?
Ginger tea.
Beer tea?
Ginger tea.
Ginger tea. Everybody says hello.
Hello.
Hello. What are you doing?
Watching people.
She's people watching.
Watching people.
She always says it, and then I try to repeat what she says, so I try to repeat it as best as I can. Or I go, huh? Huh? Hey, what's best in Thai?
Best.
The word best.
The word best.
Is it tisu?
ที่สุดสุดยอด
Oh, that's right. No, I thought sut yot was good job. Same thing. Okay, word of the day. Somebody said best. Word of the day can have two meanings in Thai. Sut yot. I can't put the word down. Sut yot. To me, sut yot also means good job. If somebody's doing something for you, you could say, and you like it, sut yot, like suit and yot. I guess Y-O-T. Sut yot. Like best to me, like the Kalpiak Sin that we eat next door here is the best that I've ever had. So you could say Kalpiak Sin Aloy Tea Suit. This is the best tasting Kalpiaksen. Aloy T-suit. Tea like tea bag. Suit like you wear a suit. T-suit. I can't spell it in Thai on the screen. Sawatdee, Pad Thai, how are you? Javier, hello from Seattle. Good to see you guys. I know I'm missing a lot of you people probably asking awesome questions. I'm sorry. Teabag. When Paige watches UFC, she's like, teabag, teabag. Yeah, you're funny. Sorry, boss, isn't it dangerous cycling there? Yes, it's dangerous cycling here, and it's even more dangerous in my opinion, cycling in the United States, because people drive with their cell phone in their hand, and they want to climb their vehicle up on the concrete medium because they're stupid. So I feel like people, at least, there's so many obstacles coming out at you on the roads in Thailand, so typically the drivers are used to seeing a lot of scooters and bicyclers and pedestrians. So I honestly feel it's safer in Thailand, but is it dangerous? Of course it is. It's one thing that's dangerous is the roads are unstable, and when you're on a road bike and you hit a little pothole doing 35 kilometers per hour and it jolts you and you come off of it, yeah, you're going to get messed up. Everything could be dangerous. Just walking around Thailand is dangerous. So what are you going to do, you know? Live life dangerously. Scott, if you were to relocate, do you think you would choose Rayong province? My wife and I love to go there on holiday. I love Rayong. I'm never going to relocate. This is our permanent house in Thailand. It's not my, like, favorite place to live. I do love Thap Phnom. It's a very quiet town and people here are so very friendly, and it's easy when you get to know everybody, but this is just our home base. Would definitely not pick up and relocate anywhere permanently in Thailand. Me personally. May I ask what happened to P. Tony's family now? Actually, the family's still there. They're staying a little while longer to help out, but they're leaving here right after the festival next week. But everything's fine. Mamu's still running the store. She's just got her hands full now, but she's been taking care of P. Tony for the year, so it's a little less stressful now that he's gone. So. Who is and was Tony? Tony was a friend of mine who was not really good on camera. I didn't have him on camera that much, just like my father-in-law. They feel a little bit uncomfortable when the camera's there, but most of the men do. They don't really like the camera that much. They don't want to be embarrassed, and they don't know what I'm saying. So I try to, out of respect, not to. But P. Tony was a friend of the family, which was a good friend of mine. Here in Thailand. So one more gaijin in Japan just sent me 1,200 yen. That is very awesome, sir. Thank you very much. I forgot the conversion of that 1,200 yen into baht. I don't remember. Thank you very much. He enjoyed the live with Tokyo Drew the other. I did a live stream with Tokyo Drew. I shared a link in my comment section of my YouTube channel. Tokyo Drew. We did the sound quality on his end wasn't very good, but it was an interesting interview, and you guys want to check that out. But it was fun. $12, John says. Thank you. I'm using my phone, so I can't ask Google. A subscriber sent us 1,200 yen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jeff. You show that tattoo.
No, later. I don't want to take off my shirt. Pad Thai, how's the juicing going with your mother-in-law?
Quit.
haven't done it in a while. It's my fault I haven't bought the fruit. I have to go into town and Macro to buy the stuff that I want. Lenny says hello.
Hello.
What is my favorite fruit in Thai? Mangosteen. Mangkut in Thai. Mangkut is mangosteen. That's my favorite. Philippine Oz from Fun with JLB. Thai expats moving over to the Philippines in droves. I heard that. I don't know if it was you or another person in the Philippines said it was so easy to get a visa in the Philippines. So I think that a lot of the people that want to live in Asia who don't want to bring their money into Asia will be going there. So hopefully they don't change your immigration rules because of the massive influx of cheap Charlies. I shouldn't say cheap Charlies. I know everybody has a reasoning for why, well, some have reasonings for why they are, but I don't know. The internet's being burned up by dramatized versions of visa crap. I'm really kind of tired of hearing about it. It only affects the people that want to live here permanently. And I don't know, there's enough talking about it. To me, it's easy. I just have some money over here in a Thai account, and I want to live here, so whatever they say I got to do is fine. It's not that much damn money. If you're going to retire and you don't have some money in the bank or some assets to sell on top of your income coming in, then you just need to really figure things out, refigure things out, and come to Thailand. John says most of the visa info is sadly wrong. Most of the info that you're getting is from, if you actually go on the Thai websites, you won't see the stuff that a lot of these people are just vomiting out there saying is fact. It's really not. But you know, when you're applying for your visa and they see that you have money in an account and they see that you use that account on a daily basis like a normal person would do in life, then they know you're not trying to live here with no money. So they really aren't going to ask you for all this stuff. They can see that. It's not just stuff I'm making up. That's what they say. Miss Mickey, what is your favorite place to shop? Macro, Big C, Tops, Plaza, etc. I don't like Macro because you got to pay cash every time. I like Big C. There's always fun things to do, and Tops has, you know, a lot of cool looking stuff, food, you know, to buy, different selections. I don't know. I like to shop in the markets, really. Will you visit Chanthaburi for, I don't know, is there a pilgrimage in Chanthaburi? I don't know what that is. Scott says, would you consider doing a vlog about how us Falang can meet great Thai women and how most Thai women are very conservative opposed to Western stereotype? All you got to do is come to Thailand. There's no, I mean, they want to meet you. They want to talk to you. They really like Falangs. You know, there is a lot of good women in Thailand that aren't out to just take your money and kick you outside the house, you know. But everybody says not from a bar, not from. I still believe you can still find. There's not all the women working in bars aren't like working in bars in the U.S. They don't have drug problems, or usually they're doing this because of their age and their looks, and they send all their money back to their family to support their family. And I honestly believe, and I've met some, and I really believe that they are not all bad women, you know, like some like to say. But if you got one that's an alcoholic or a sex addict or has some drug problems, then you know those are kind of obvious to spot out. I actually have some good friends that are subscribers of mine and good friends that I know and have been in some of my videos that are with our girls today have been with for a long time and in healthy, good relationships. So I'm not just spouting out nonsense. I'm telling you from experience, I have met people that have had successful relationships from meeting a girl on the streets of Pattaya. I won't mention their names, but it can happen. Pad Thai, you have not said much about your family in the States. How are they? My family in the States is fine. I try not to talk about the same things over and over again in all the videos. I just kind of show you guys what's happening at the moment. I think it's important just to bring whatever's happening in Thailand to you at home in your TV, and I try not to make it about myself. Dimitri, thank you very much for the contribution. Sent me $20. Thank you. If you ever come here, I'll spend it back on you on beer. Lenny says, here, let me give somebody else a plug. Have you seen the Good Farang channel? He is a younger guy that has met a nice Isan girl. I really don't watch other people's channels. Not out of disrespect for anybody. I just don't have time to really worry about what everybody else is doing in Thailand. I'm just busy trying to enjoy life and show people a good life in Thailand. I've never talked to him. I've never met him. I've never watched his videos. I've seen a couple of his links on there. So I think it's important for you guys to watch other people's channels too, to get different perspectives of Thailand. So, but I usually don't watch much other, really no other YouTube. I like Mark Wiens the best, but I read stuff, but I like Mark. I like cooking too, so, and food. And that's what he has mostly on his. Victory Lap says I have some weird echo in my audio. Are you guys getting a weird echo? I am in the room here. If I leave outside, it's going to be too noisy. So I'm limited to what I can do, and I really don't. I'm not set up for like a studio atmosphere because that's not how my vlogs are typically. But yeah. So has anybody got a weird echo on the video? I know where I'm at, sometimes I'm a little echoey. Okay. Maybe it's, you got to refresh your computer. Anyway, holy crap. Let's see. We're almost at an hour, guys. Almost at an hour. So not a lot coming on. I'm going to do a video here real soon and give you guys another update once we get our next trip planned, like I always do. I really do that so that you guys that live in some of those areas can that's weird. Some guy just walked up and rung the doorbell. Usually they just walk in and want to, I need this. Hang on a second. But some of you guys that live in that area, we can meet up. I've got a lot of people that live in Cha'am or Hua Hin that always want to meet. But here's the thing is my videos are delayed a lot. The reason is because I'm traveling. I'm trying to enjoy the moment. I'm trying to entertain Paige. And I'm trying to idiot. Sometimes I am an idiot. I'm trying to edit videos and publish them at the same time, so there's a lag. But I always try to keep it up to date on my Facebook page, on the No Time to Be Sad Facebook page. So when we're traveling, you guys can communicate with me on the Facebook in real time, which the link is on the homepage, little picture icon. You can just click on it. And yeah, you can see where we're at, and if we're in an area, I meet you. I've met a lot of people, but it's when the video comes out like a week after we've been gone, like, oh, where are you at? I want to meet you. I said, well, shit, we're already gone, you know? Yes, and when you guys send links to other people's videos and stuff, like I said earlier in this live chat, it goes into a filtered comment section. YouTube doesn't publish it until I verify the link myself, and then I redo it. But I typically don't share other vloggers' videos through mine unless that vlogger asks me to do that to help him. But I usually don't do that. That it will never get shown because I don't personally watch him, so I don't know about his content. So I wouldn't do it. No, I don't do Instagram. Hey Chuck, having a Dos Equis. Thanks for sharing that. That's my favorite beer. Paul, April 1st, we can no longer transfer money like the way it was in Bangkok Bank. Yeah, this is something that I keep hearing from everybody. I made a couple of videos on it, but I think that somehow the explanation's been diluted. I'm not really sure. I hate to even get back into that, but I don't have a Bangkok Bank in Thailand. I think a lot of people, I don't have a Bangkok Bank in the United States. I think a lot of people that have that are having, like if they have a wire transfer, Social Security or pension, they're having it direct deposited into that account and then transferred over into Thailand. But I don't have that, and I think most people don't have Bangkok Bank in America. But I've looked at the rules and looked at everything, and I don't see how my situation is going to change, period. I just have Bank of America account, and I just use the routing number from Bangkok Bank in the United States. I don't have any dealings with them, period. But when you use a routing number, it appears that it's a domestic transfer instead of an international transfer because the account is the Thailand Bangkok Bank account number, but the routing number is the Bangkok Bank in America. So it just makes it to look like I can do a $3 transfer, and the IRS or nobody, you could transfer $50,000 from one bank to another in the United States, no problem. So if you're doing an international transfer through a domestic route, nobody knows it. So anyway, that's what I do. And after April 1st, I'll let you know if that doesn't work. If it doesn't, to me, it's no big deal. It's only going to cost me between $30 and $40 or something to do a transfer if I want to just do it from my bank. But there's other ways to transfer money. But me personally, I don't transfer money all the time. I keep money in an account here because I live here, and I live off of that money in the account. I don't see why it's a million baht in Thailand if you live here. That's just me personally. That's all I got to say about it. Yeah, my father-in-law uses the new chair. He likes it. He didn't want to use it at first, but your mom said, look, Christmas is a custom in America, and you have to use the chair because he gave it to you as a gift. He's like, okay. But he doesn't like to change anything. This is going to be a beat-up old conversation. Robert says, I sent money yesterday to Bangkok Bank for a test run. Horrible exchange rates. I'm carrying it next time. I hope you didn't send it from Bangkok Bank to Bangkok Bank. 'Cause the rates from Bangkok Bank in the United States are the worst ever. Anyway, exchange rate, yeah, you don't really look, well, it depends on how much you're actually sending. But yeah, if you want to bring cash over, that's the best way to do it. Hey, Stephen, glad you made it. John says, get a stock certificate. Put stock certificate between the pages of the book. Put the stock certificate in Thai account under the Thai wife name. Great way to hide. You know, last time I flew, and maybe you guys can, when they give you the little explanation of what you can bring or can't bring over, you have to, your disclaimer, your claim card on your ticket on the airplane. The guy said 20,000 US dollars, and it's always been 10. Did they change that? 2 times now I've heard 20,000 US dollars. If you have anything over 20,000 US dollars, you have to claim it. And I remember always being 10 per family, 5,000 for one person, and a maximum of 10. You can go online and look at what you can bring as far as gold and merchandise before you, a limit before you have to claim it. So somebody here says 10,000, maybe 2 times on a plane now, different planes I've heard that, so maybe they misspoke. Or maybe it wasn't coming from the US, it was coming from other countries, but 10,000, I would say probably, I wouldn't bring more than 10,000 anyway. Not that you can't bring it, but you got to explain to them why. I tell you what, Graham, I've sent over 40,000 US dollars here before I moved here one time. No problem. But I did have a call from the IRS, and I had a call from the bank manager. I had 3 calls from the IRS, but it's my money. They just wanted to know where it was going and why I was sending that amount. If you send money, anything under 10,000, you never get a phone call, period. So Benny 10 Pin Scriber said it was 20,000 when I flew in November. I've heard it twice, 20,000, so who knows? Thailand loves money and pad ties. WJ Chu, Chucky, have you tried remitting through money changers? This is a secondary way in Malaysia through not legal but works as rates are cheaper and faster. I just been sending money through transfer from Bank of America here on a domestic route using the Bangkok routing number in America. When I send it, it's only $3, and the exchange rate is not really that much difference versus trying to use something else. For me, I just do what's easy for me and Paige, and this way is very easy to do for us. But I may only send money like 3 times a year to Thailand. You have to declare 10K. There's been times I've taken cash 10K and I've had extra in my wallet, but nobody ever sees what you take anyway. They never ask. I don't know. How would they really know anyway? Catherine says there is no limit to what you can take in. Motion retractable statement. Never mind. The U.S. has dogs that sniff out cash. I've been around quite a few dogs that sniff out bananas, I know that. But I've never had them sniff out cash. But, probably. Kwai Tai says you can bring any amount, but you have to declare to the customs on a form. The Thai side is 20,000. That might be right. When you get here, it has to be over 20, because I only heard it coming into Thailand 2 times, and it was 20,000. Can you deposit a personal check for $10, James? Or $10 for 10,000? No, they won't take checks, personal checks here in Thailand. It means nothing to them. It's easy to do transfers though. You can start a bank account here for 1,000 baht. I have a lot of people, when you guys see it in the comments about opening accounts in Thailand. You know, I always say the most foreigner-friendly bank is Bangkok Bank. For Americans anyway, because we have to fill out a 1099 to report to our country. So a lot of banks don't want to go through the hassle of that. So for US citizens, the easiest route is Bangkok Bank. And you can get that anywhere in an area that is heavily populated with tourists, like in Bangkok. And it's good anywhere in Thailand. But it's best to try to get it where you're going to live. The branch where you're going to live, but you know, if you have to, what I would suggest is go in there and ask them, what is it going to take for me to get an account? If they say some stupid thing, oh, you have to have a work permit, then obviously they don't know what they're talking about, and you need to come back another day or go to a different Bangkok bank or bring an interpreter with you. But you can, there's so many people that have told me they've gotten bank accounts on a tourist visa here. A lot of times they just want you to buy some little couple thousand baht insurance policy or whatever they're trying to sell for the month, you know. Another person says about a sniff dog. I wouldn't recommend bringing over $10,000 anyway. I've never had that happen. I've been on a plane quite a few times. Scott says he puts it in his shoe. That would be uncomfortable. I just put it in my carry-on computer bag, you know, with a couple of books or something. You know, they never go through my computer bag. My computer bag, I have, you know, an expensive watch that is more than that, and they never looked at that. I mean, I could have a bunch of jewelry. They never said what kind of watch is that, or my computer equipment or video equipment. I've never had them open up my computer bag. You know, your carry-on. Kwai Tai says that he's been asked to count all his cash in Honolulu Airport. Yeah, I mean, it could happen to anybody for sure. I just wouldn't bring over 10, you know. Or if you do, you have to, I mean, if you're moving to Thailand, then I think that what difference does it make? You could just explain to them, yes, I'm moving to Thailand. I need to bring some money over there to start on a house project or buy a vehicle or whatever. You know, you're not going there to, you know, sponsor terrorism or anything. You know what I mean? They just want to know what you're doing. Murray says he took 15K to the Philippines in a backpack and nobody asked him from Canada or Philippines, just walked right through. That's kind of the same experience that I have. I just don't worry too much about it, you know. I mean, it's my money. I'm not doing any proof what I'm doing with it, you know. I've been on cruise ships where they say, oh, you can't bring alcohol, and I've had 2 bottles of tequila in my bag, and they never even opened it. Get to the room, and it's still there. I don't know. I don't worry too much about stuff like that. Yeah, you have to declare it and just tell them what you're doing with it. John says 15K Canadian money is like 500 US dollars. He probably was talking about 15K US. Okay, enough talking about money. If you guys got any questions about something, I don't know. I'm not the guy for your financial needs. I just do what's easy for myself. Victory lap life. The saying these days in the U.S. is that if you aren't on a watch list by now, you're doing something wrong. You are doing something. Or no, you're doing something wrong. Hey, Tim from Arkansas. good fishing in Arkansas, commercial. How are the dog and the cat? How are the dog and the cats are doing? We don't have any, thankfully. How many miles per gallon does a tuk-tuk get? I have no idea. Probably really good because they don't drive very fast in town. Stephen Kennedy, when I come to Thailand, can they make me a two-tooth with a Chevy 350 engine in it? A tuk-tuk, I think you were trying to say, but your phone corrected it. I've thought about that, making a rail tuk-tuk. But they won't do it here for you, you know. I guess if you got money, they'll do anything. What company do I recommend for medical insurance? I was going to make a video on that pretty soon, but I haven't really figured out what I want to get yet. John asked, but I'm going to go with somebody that is a Thailand-based company because I'll explain why later, but it's easier. The company that I had was difficult to communicate with them overseas. Murray, Chuck, do you carry insurance on your truck like collision or liability? Yes. Can you guys hear me okay? My computer is going on the blank. Yes, I just updated my insurance yesterday for it was expiring in a couple of days. They came out and took some more pictures of the vehicle. I pay about 21,000 baht for the best insurance that I could possibly get. I haven't had to use it, probably because I have the best insurance, but whenever you register your vehicle every year, it comes with minimal insurance. You don't have to buy extra insurance. Yeah, I want to be able to take my vehicle to the dealership to get factory parts on, and I want to have everything. It's cheap, you know. 21,000 baht a year is no money. Amy asked about my sinus surgery. I have not been congested one time since. It's really awesome. It's really cool. Even though my insurance didn't cover it, I only paid $3,800 US dollars for that, but it cost me over $25,000 in the US easily. Steven says food cart vendors in Thailand require a license or permit. Yes, they do require a little permit to sell. A little health permit to sell. Do they all have them? No, but there is a fine if the police walk up and see that. And they do check quite a bit because a lot of times they're in an area where they have to pay to be in that spot. Robert says, hope to meet you up in April back on the 19th. April, we're going to be here for Songkran, which is a bad time to travel in Thailand, for sure. Dangerous. The pollution here, John, is good. No, good. There is really no pollution other than we have so much traffic. There's a lot of dust floating around the air right now. But we have a lot of wind here, so the pollution from Laos just blows into Bangkok. Well, guys, I'm going to cut it short. I've talked enough. I want to be able to talk on my video today that I'm going to make. Everything is good. Just stuck here for the Temple Festival for a while, ready to go. But I have a video of a bike ride that I made to Nakhon Phanom that's going to be out in a couple of days, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, fun times continue. Can't wait to get to the beach. But anyway, thank you guys very much for the awesome comments. Tom, I see that you donated $20. I really appreciate that, sir. You are definitely always awesome with your comments. Always a very positive person. Thank you. Along with everybody else, you're very positive. I try to reply to all the comments as best as I can. I know a lot of times you guys take me the wrong way when I comment in a sarcastic manner. Don't take it wrong. And if you say something that we have a disagreement on, I never remember the conversation the next day anyway. So we got to have some diversity, I think, in the comments because we have so many different opinions on our experiences. But if you're just a rude person who just is looking for attention from me or other people by talking trash on the internet, most of the time I'll block your comment or I'll just hide you from the channel completely because it's really not necessary. Nobody wants to play into your crap anyway. So keep the comments coming, keep the sarcasm coming. If I'm sarcastic back, don't take offense to it. If you don't like a sarcastic reply, then do not leave one. So that's all I can say. Not just from me, but from everybody else. And typically, I don't get a lot of negative comments until the video has been posted for about a month. You guys usually don't see them because I see them pop up even on videos that I've made 2 years ago. Those are when the trolls come out and start really looking for attention on those because if they put it immediately on there, they'll get beat up, you know, and they'll start crying. So they usually wait. Anyway, thank you guys very much. Kap kuna kap chok di lao jerkin mai. Thanks for liking the word of the day. I'll see you guys on the next video, maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. Thanks, guys. Bye. Let's go. Here, let me take the camera and I'll get Soy Mafia to say goodbye. She's probably doing her laying down exercise. Let's see. Mema, fan club. Thank everywhere. Just they want to say hello. Hello. Yeah, she says come to Thailand. Come to a day in Thailand. So okay. Bye. Bye. Okay, we got to go for a walk and do something productive than talking. So okay, guys. See you next time.